Okay, so this is Bandit level 16 to 17. The goal for this level is given is the credentials for the next level can be retrieved by submitting the password of the current level to a port on local host in the range of 31,000 to 32,000. First, find out which of these ports have a server listing on them, and find out which of those speak SSL/TLS and which don't. There is only one server that will get the next credentials. The others will simply send back whatever you send to it. And there's a note which says uh, something. It's something regarding to getting errors, right? And the commands here we need given SSH, telnet, NC, ncat, SOCAT, token SSL, client, nmap, netstack, and SS. Okay, so logged into Bandit level 16. Now, the command we will be the tool we will be using is nmap here. Now, what nmap does is, so what is our aim? Our aim is to, first of all, find out which posts have a server listing on them and find out which of those speak SSL/TLS, right? So now we need to scan from port 31,000 to 32,000. Now, if we know what my first approach was when I attempted it at the first time, that what I will do is I will use netcat, I will use the verbose switch and timeout switch. So this is the V is verbose switch. It tells us basically extra information, and W is for timeout. I've given 1 second for timeout. In case a server we connect to a server, we don't want to uh, keep it running endlessly. Okay, that would be a waste of time. So local host, and the range is 31,000 to 32,000. Now, as I run this, see, now I have a list of 1,000 ports, and it's telling me connect to this localhost and the IP of the localhost, port this, and failed or succeeded, right? So now this is obviously uh, not very effective. I mean, it's not at all. We're not going to use it at all because we're not going to scroll through 1,000 ports and look for which connection was succeeded, right? So there is a more powerful and efficient tool for this, which is nmap. Now, if I open the manual of nmap, here's a whole description. So what nmap is, it's basically a port scanner, right? It its job is to scan ports, and it has tons of switches and flags. So let's come back to okay. Let's see. So the syntax we are going to use, the basic syntax of nmap is type nmap, then the either the switches. So let's say I want to scan from port 31,000 to 32,000 on localhost, right? Press enter, and it immediately shows us the ports that are open, right? So first it shows that the ports which are not shown, that is 996 closed ports. So basically we have scanned not for 1,000 but 1,001 ports, right? This is inclusive and this is exclusive. So sorry, this is inclusive and this is exclusive, yeah. So there are 5 ports which are open. It showed us these ports are open and we can try connect to them and submit the password, and maybe we'll get the password for next level. Now, either we can do this manually one by one, connecting to each port, but this in this case we have a relatively less number of ports. But let's say if we had 100 ports or 1,000 ports which were open, to we would have not able to done it manually. So there is there are a lot of helpful switches in Nmap. So I'm only going to search through these ports, right? So, 06, and I'm going to use a flag tag S and capital V. So what does this flag do? That it shows the version, right? It shows the services and the version of the port that is open. So if I hit enter, this is going to take some time, right? It will take uh, relatively much longer than just scanning ports. So what you can do is wait. Yeah, it requires quite the patience. Yeah, the age of reels. All right, got it. So as you can see, now at first when we scanned for the ports service, it was showing us unknown. Now it's showing us echo SSL slash echo echo SSL slash unknown and echo. So echo is basically useless. It's not SSL encrypted. So and what echo is basically that whatever we give, whatever command we give to it, it will just return that back to us. So it's useless. So this is also useless. It's a no go. And now this is we can this is what we're trying to do, trying to check, because this will return what we send, and these two will also return what we send. So these three will also return what we send. So I will try to connect to this port and see what happens. So so open SSL, right, connect host 31790. Now let me just copy the password for level 16. Okay, so here we have the the issue or the problem we were getting. Now it's asking for the key update after I give the password, right? And this is the issue that I was talking about in the note. So what we are going to do so what basically is happening, it's uh, as soon as this as soon as the command is reading the end of file, it's closing it's trying to close the connection, right? It's not uh, it's not intaking our input, it's not taking our input password, so it's not able to return the password. So what are we going to do? So as soon as it hits the end of file, it's trying to close the connection. Basically, it's showing us key update, and we don't have the key, so it's no use to us. So what am I going to do? So there's this flag, which is IGN underscore EOF. So what does this stand? This stands for ignore end of file. So now when it will reach the end of file, it will ignore it and keep the connection alive, right? So if I hit enter and once again copy the password, paste it. Okay, now it worked. So I entered the password, it showed me correct, and it gave us a private key. So the level is solved, and I think there's no password for the next level. There's private key for the next level.